Hello, welcome to my Web University's free educational videos. I'm going to just go to my Web University and describe you my channel, which is on YouTube. It's called My Web University Free Educational Videos. So I have about more than 140 videos on a lot of different topics, programming languages, operating systems, database, web servers, shell scripting, a lot of different kind of software related activities that you can learn here. So you're welcome to watch them and subscribe them and subscribe to our channel. And then at the same time, you're welcome to make comments as you like. That would be great. So if I go under the videos, you will see that these big listing is here. But today's topic, I'm going to install Atom. So let me search for Atom, and I tell you what is Atom. Atom is an open source text editorial for development and source code for Mac, Linux, Windows, all the platforms. And you can just type in on Google search engine Atom, then this URL https atom.io shows up, and it tells you that Atom was built in with HTML, JavaScript, a cascaded style sheet in Node.js, and it is a very good platform that runs on multiple platforms, whether it's Mac, Linux, Windows. You just download the software, and then you have an editorial that is very nice, that you can install plugins based on the software that you want to build source code on it, whether it's Python or some other programming languages like C or C++ or Swift or anything, and Go language, whatever you have this editorial of choice that is very nice in a graphical interface, and that you can type in the commands and then you can just run your code after installing the plugin for that module or that programming language. So right now it is downloading the Atom setup x64-bit. And as you can see, this machine is already detected that I have a processor 64-bit, and I'm running it on Windows. So it is there. Let me just open up a command prompt. When you open a command prompt, I just want to know that you see that operating system is showing me that it's Microsoft Windows 10.0. And if I just say system information, that details 5 more, that detail is revealed right after this command output is going to display. So you can see the operating system is Windows 10, and then the processor I have is 64-bit family of AMD 64-bit, and then it is about 3 gigahertz and speed, and then that's the clock speed, and then the memory is also about 16 gig. But when I downloaded it, it shows that x64. That's why I wanted to show here. So you can just go through this. And if I just am interested on this one, I could have also say find I /I to ignore the case, and I could say model name. So model would be just telling me the architecture of the processor. And since I have only one processor, it says 01, and then the type is AMD 64-bit, and the speed, everything is already there. So and then I can go to the download directory since I install it, downloads, and then the directory /o:\d, it will show that the latest things that I installed is Atom's setup.exec. I can also run the program here, Atom setup-x64. Since it's a 64-bit, I can just run it like that also. Or I could just go to the file manager, like everybody loves on Windows, the file manager. So I could show you here. And once you go on, click on downloads, the first file that shows up here is Adams. So whether you run it from the command line or run it here, everything is going to do the same thing. So I just run it from the file manager to show you that this file will be executed there. And now it's spinning. Most likely it's going to take a couple of minutes altogether to install it. But I'm going to just clear this screen. And then let's just don't do anything here at this time. I'm going to exit out of this command prompt and just wait for this thing to just come up on the installation. And once the installation is ready, it will just display a dialog box on the screen to say that Atom is getting installed. So going back to the Atom software here, you can see on the atom.io, you have packages, themes, documentation, blog, and discussion. So if you have a choice of like installing different themes, you can just get it. At the time of the installation, there's something on the Atom that will show up as options to install themes and packages. And packages are like just the plugins for example, if you want to run Python, you install the packages for Python. Similarly for C++, you do that, or anything else. So Atom and Visual Studio Code are lightweight IDEs. What I mean by lightweight IDE, the integrated development environment like PyCharm is a fully fledged IDE, but Atom is only like a small lightweight. So if you want to run some source code and compile it fast and just don't have all the details of an IDE, then you need to just install Atom, which I like because I know most of the libraries and functions on my memory as of like on top of the memory. I memorize it, so we don't have to use the IDE all the time to do that. But with Visual Studio Code in Atom, you still have those options that you could just install some kind of syntax checker and everything else there, syntax highlighters and plugins for that one. And then right now it is just doing the Atom installation. So I'm going to pause the video for a second here to make sure that we just don't waste time too much waiting for this. So right now you can see on our screen. Let me share my screen first of all. I forgot to share the screen. Let me just share the entire screen and I'll walk you through the steps. So originally I went to Google and searched for Atoms. And then when I search for Atoms, the atom.io shows up this URL. I click on the atom.io and then downloaded the Atoms. Then I went to File Manager and double click on Atom Setup x86. And based on that one, it's this menu that comes in. So sorry, I missed sharing the screen, but I just shared the screen again and I showed you the step that I did. In fact, I'm going to open a google.com website. And the very beginning, this is what I did to get that screen of atom.io website. So under the Google, you just type in on the search for Google, you just type in Atom and Atom comes in. And then it will just show this URL, https atom.io. So basically double clicking on this one, it will just open this Atom website, which is this. Then I click on download and then the setup file, Atom setup -x86 shows up. And currently it is working on it. So let me minimize this window and just leave this one. As you can see, Atom is being installed. It will launch once it is done. So it is taking a few minutes to do it. While this one is loading and it's coming, I'm gonna just read you the options for Atom from Google search. So right here it says Atom is a free and open source text and source code editor for Mac, OS X, Linux, Microsoft with supported plugins written in JavaScript and embedded Git control developed by GitHub. So Atom initially is a desktop application. As you can see, it's a desktop application, but it is built with HTML, JavaScript, cascaded style sheet, and Node.js. So the whole thing together put to just make this Atom editor available on 3 or 4 different platforms: Linux, Mac, Windows, and Unix. Mac OS X is Unix. Like BSD based, and then Linux is Linux, and then Microsoft Windows is. So it's 3 different platforms it runs on it. And once it is installed, we're having a very nice interface. So let me just open up this menu that shows up on the screen right now. This is Atom, so it will be just refreshing the screen. Right now, it just says there's an untitled, and then file, edit, view, selection, find, and packages and help. As you can see, it has like a very nice background and nice themes, and everything is already there. So this is Atom altogether. And then if you go to the telemetry constant, and then it says Atom, hackable text editor for the 21st century. And then Atom's docs and all that information. The website is atom.io. And then open project. So we could install packages here, like for Python, we could click on it and then install, choose a theme that we want to do, all of that. And then, so I don't need to see the welcome page anymore. I can just see, okay, let's just start looking at the packages here. So install packages, open installer is the option that we have here. When you click on the open installer, it opens this screen, and then I can type in, let's say, Python, and then it will show all the Python packages there. So Python 3 snippet, if you want to just install it, you click on the install. And if you want to read more details on the package before you install it, you could just read it, say, like Python virtual environment is there, linter Python, Python 3 snippets, all of that is available for you here. And then this bar that has here, you can go more, I believe. Let's see, why doesn't this one goes up and down? Yeah, it goes up and down. So install Python, and then Python, that one is deprecated. You don't want to install anything that's deprecated or 2.27. You want to go Python 3.6 and up. The latest version of Python is 3.10, currently on python.org. So you can do that. And a lot of these packages are there. So I'm going to just install the, you can see Python, Atom Python run lines. That is might be very good for Atom itself. And then language Python. So if you read this one, say, what is this package? Then you can just read about it. And then if you want to install it, you are welcome to install it. So let me just go back to this menu here, and I'm going to just try to install the Python 3 version on the top one that was showing on the first one. So this is Python 3 snippet. And then linter Python virtual environment. I want to do the virtual environment, for example. Let's do that one, install this one. And we don't have to test it today. We can make another video, and I just I'll show you how to write Python codes and start developing, whether we do it on Atom IDE, or which is a lightweight version, or PyCharm, which is a fully fledged Python, or just command line interpreter from the IDE itself. You could do that one. So now it's installed, and then we have an option of uninstall it or disable it. And then at the same time, I want to do this snippet version. for Adams to see that some of the snippet of the codes are there, that you can just play around with them and everything else. So those two are installed, and then if I just go file here and say a new file, for example, and then I could just say, for example, let's say write a Python program and say import math module, and then say math power of 2 to the power of 10. That's very easy to just detect that one, 2 to the power of 10. And then if I want to just print this one, that value for it, then this would be the 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. And then that would be just like your Python. But notice that since I have not saved it as, it does not have any syntax checking and color coded format. So I'm going to do save as here. And then when you do save as, say, for example, let me just go and save it under Atom directory here. I'm gonna just go under resources and then just say, let's call it just a directory called Python folder, and then we call it Python. And then under the Python, I'm going to just call this one as demo1.py. Just to, once you save it, it's going to change the color code, everything there. And then you can just compile it and run it and everything under the packages. So, and the packages normally package generator generate other packages. You can do that one, and then under the file also we can just run it. And if I just want to test this one, I can also do that Python interpreter from the command line. So we can do the installation, and then now I don't know what directory I saved it under Atom. So it's showing here, it's Wahid app data local Atom. So let me just go to app data, and then local Atom, and then inside here I call it under Atom and then resources. I don't see resources here. Atom and then app something. So app -1 star, and then right here is resources, I believe. Yeah, resources, and then the file name is Python. So then the name of the Python. So if I run Python here, Python 3 with my interpreter demo1.py, I could just see that the 1024 was printed here. And if I just want to do something else, like let's say print just math let's say square root of 1 million. So since it's 1 million as six zeros, it would be 1000 square root of it. So if I do that one and then file save, and now save again, now I just run the code again here. Notice that there's a square root is showing 1000. And if I add another function, say print math.help, and math print help, and then math, the math module. If I want to see the module, the entire help on it, so right here is the code. So let me clear my screen here, and then I just run the code again, and then notice that if I don't save the file, it is not going to execute that one. Now, since I modified it, I'm going to save it, and then I come back here, and then now it's going to just generate the help for math functions. So with this, I'm going to end this edit tutorial, or kind of like installation of Atom. But later on, I will just check the packages and everything with the plugins of Python. And next time when we compile it, we will compile it running the package just right here with the run option and all the other details. So I have to do some configuration on the add-on part to make sure the plugin is in place, and then we run it. But you can always run your code within this. And if you want to see the type demo 1.5, this is basically the code that we have. And you can also open Atom to open it here, or a notepad or something else to modify it, open the same file on IDE, everything. So altogether, you're set to go. And thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe at our channel. And I appreciate your comments and enjoying the videos. Thank you. Have a great night.